So a couple of months ago, me and the missus decided we needed a little adventure. It was time for our annual Colorado trip. Now, while searching for a couple of spots, I stumbled upon public land in Texas. Surprisingly, Texas has almost no public land except for a few acres in the Panhandle. While scouting, I found a small lookout called Crossbar, and as I zoomed out, I spotted trails heading east under the bridge. And it almost looked like an off-roading park. I mean, there were trails going left and right and up and down, all over the place. Looked like sandy terrain. And it looked like something that was actually pretty cool. I figured maybe if I needed a little rest, I could stop here along the way up to Colorado and at least do a little scouting. Me and my buddy were into off-roading, so I figured at least it was worth a look. So we packed up our camping gear and we got the dog loaded up, and we embarked on a 14-hour drive to Colorado. We started our journey around 5 p.m., eager to enjoy the sunset in the hill country. It would be nighttime as we drove through the flattest and most boring part of Texas. As we entered Amarillo, it was about 3 or 4 a.m., and I was starting to get pretty tired from the road. So I knew I had to find this crossbar to catch a little bit of sleep. It was close enough, and I was exhausted. We reached the gate that would lead us onto the property, but it was locked for some reason. However, I knew there were several roads to the east that I could hide in and at least get a couple hours of rest. We went on down the road. We found a little pull-off, and luckily, as we were coming in, I noticed a park sign, which was a good sign. But right now, I'm just making a quick pit stop, maybe get a little shut-eye, and maybe even catch the sunrise as it comes up. We'll see. As the sun began to rise, I managed to deploy the drone and capture an overhead view of the place. And boy, I was surprised. This place was gorgeous. The Arkansas River that crosses through there as the sun was coming up, capturing reflections off of this place. And then looking around, there were trails going up and down and left and right, dirt bike trails, ATV trails, even trails wide enough to fit a vehicle, perhaps a Jeep or a Tacoma. And I knew in that moment that I would be coming back to this place. We freshened up and headed back to the main road, capturing a little bit more footage. But our ultimate destiny was to get to Rocky Mountain National Forest. And that, my friends, is a story for another time. Thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate any comments. Drop it into the chat, because I'd love to hear about your experience in this unknown to me spot that I think is one of Texas's best kept secrets. And as we drove out of there, it kind of reminded me of a quote. Dr. Seuss quote. "Oh, the places you'll go." Thank you, my friends.